Live.
Is it going? There we
Yeah.
go. Welcome, Marines, to Geek Sal's Retro Movie Reviews from the Geek Sal podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And tonight, we're back, first of all. I came back from vacation, so now we are back for, at least until Mike goes on vacation.
Which is not until December, so.
Okay. And we might be taking a week off in September. We'll see about that because it's my tech week. So we'll see how that works. But tonight, we're going back to the retro. We did a couple of current movies when last we spoke. So now we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the 80s, and we are going to be talking about James Cameron's Aliens.
Yes. Which
is
my favorite of the series.
Okay.
I know yours is Alien.
Yes. Yeah. This was an interesting watch. So first of all, coincidentally enough too, Alien Earth just premiered on Hulu.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Have you been watching any of that?
No, I have not. It seems like it's leaning a little bit more to the horror side.
I've watched the first 3 episodes, and there's always going to be a horror aspect when you're dealing with the xenomorph.
Right.
Even in this, which is considered the action movie.
Yeah.
Of the quadrilogy. But it's more, it's kind of insightful to kind of start building a history behind everything and why the Nostromo was sent out.
Yeah.
To go look for these things. This does retcon, the show does retcon a lot of what Prometheus and Covenant.
I have absolutely no issue with that. Because I
have no issue
saw
with that
both those
either.
movies. Saw both those in theaters, and I hated
so
them both.
Mad.
Yeah.
Even in the bad Alien movies, there's usually something good. Prometheus is just kind of a slog, and Covenant's awful. It is just plain awful.
Covenant pissed me off.
I remember because you were very excited about that one. But we're not here to talk about Covenant, though. We're here to talk about Aliens. Huge hit.
Yes.
Banger of a hit. Again, as mentioned before, your favorite of the movies, my second favorite of the movies. Yeah, realistically, it's tough because 3 to me is more of a guilty pleasure.
That's how I feel about Resurrection, actually.
Yeah. Resurrection's got its place, but it's more cheese, I think, than Cube, which is definitely the independent film of the of the quadrilogy.
Yeah, 3 just kind of pissed me off, the fact that they took these characters that we learned to grow to love and just cherish in this movie and say, okay, and now they're dead.
Well, I mean, and that's
dead, just dead off screen.
Kind of the thing that they went with even Aliens, I feel, and this is part of the director's cut. Which have you ever seen the director's cut?
I believe I have. It's one that it's like the scenes that they cut. I'm like, okay, learning about Ripley's daughter was that is cool, and it does help kind of help us learn more about the connection between her and Newt, but it's also kind of unnecessary.
It's
nice, but it's not vital.
It is 17 minutes of extra stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I'm assuming the one you watched was the same one I watched for this review, which was the original, right?
Yeah.
But I do kind of feel like Ripley is made to suffer. She will have happiness, and it will get pulled away.
She's been made to suffer. It's a lot in life.
Right. And it's just one of those things that I'm not. It kind of had to happen if you're gonna continue the Alien story. Again, we're not talking about Alien 3, but if we're gonna continue the Alien story, we all know Ripley has to die. It's
Eventually.
never going to be as easy as just defeating them and that's it.
Yeah.
They always find a way of coming back. They're a parasite.
Yeah.
But with Aliens, it's interesting because it definitely has a higher like popcorn quotient, I would say, than Alien. This is very much a summer movie.
Yeah, like the first one, like Alien is a sci-fi horror. This one is an sci-fi action thriller. It like borders on horror, but I wouldn't honestly go so far as to call it a horror movie. It's got horrific elements to it, but I think it's more of a thriller than anything.
Are you talking about the original Alien?
No, Alien is a sci-fi horror. This one is a sci-fi action thriller.
This is absolutely a sci-fi action thriller. This is, I've called it this before. It's a rocks out with your cocks out type of movie. This is, in the mid 80s, it was all about, all right, who's got the biggest gun? Who's got the biggest, who can spout the biggest catchphrase?
And in this one, we had a couple of very, very, very long guns.
Oh, yeah.
Those things on the... Because I believe those were built on, like, camera dollies that were attached to the guys. People. Yeah.
They were. Which I guess makes sense if you need Steadicam action on a gun. I mean, the recoil on that thing is going to take your arms off anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like that thing would really do much good. It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks like almost a
look. Yeah,
it looks like a machine gun with a 50 cal combined.
Yeah. A lot of the guns themselves look cool. I like the fact that there's a combo rifle that has a grenade launcher in it. That kind of stuff is really cool. The tech of this movie is really good looking. You can look no further than like
the power loader.
The tank, the Prowler they had, it looks like the Cybertruck now.
Yeah. But weirdly enough, this one still looks cooler than that.
Yeah. It's also got like a side gun on it, and
don't give Elon any ideas.
Yeah, better tires. I think honestly, if I gotta. What's Bronson wish he had those bad. I'm back in Crack City. No firing. You don't blow up the meth lab. I honestly would, and it's more prominent during this viewing, I think, because I don't know if I was going looking for it or if it just kind of was more apparent. James Cameron cannot write dialogue to save his life.
No. And in fact, he's not very good at coming up with original ideas on his own. I mean, the story beats for Aliens are pretty much carbon copies of the story beats from Alien.
Pretty much. You get the slow start, and then once the high octane action kicks in, that's something that is that's definitely more in his wheelhouse. He already had the character of Ellen Ripley to work with.
Yeah.
By trying to give her some story, which I kind of feel was then lifted and put into Sarah Connor, more specifically in T2 than in Terminator, because she gets all those things about women create, men destroy. Really tough dialogue. The Marines were obviously written with military speak 101.
Yeah, and let's be honest. Beyond, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 of the Marines get kind of any characterization.
Yeah.
The rest of them are cannon fodder.
Yeah. Terminator was an original idea. Not.
Yeah, and just like Avatar is a completely unique idea and not at all taken from an old book.
Yeah, I was it's crazy to me about the Yeah, just how much stuff he took, and especially with this one too, because this could very well be considered one of his better movies,
Yeah.
and it's taken from other elements.
Yeah.
Um, you know, like I was saying, the Marines, with a couple of exceptions, Hicks, Hudson, and Vasquez.
I would even put a Apone in there.
Apone was an interesting one because you kind of needed that gruff sergeant,
Right.
but he is gone in the blink of an eye. There is
Yeah.
no ceremony in
Yeah.
his demise.
I think out of all of the Marines lost in that first wave, he was the only one that had any kind of character development.
Right,
Any
right.
kind.
I could list off people like Frost and Dietrich and Spunkmeyer and
I have no idea which ones are which.
okay, yeah. Uh, because I mean they're just expendable. I mean Drake.
Yeah.
I mean we kind of know Drake because he was Vasquez's running buddy.
Oh, him. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I knew the image. I just couldn't picture the name.
Right, right. Paul Reiser is essentially just I'm shocked that it give him a mustache to twirl.
You know what? The more you think about it, his like plan, the more you're like, yeah, he really had no clue what he was doing here. Like they sent him like, okay, you're gonna need to get some of these aliens back. It's like he just saw them wipe out an entire platoon of Marines, and he's thinking, okay, maybe if I steal the eggs, we'll be able to get back safe and sound, and then kill off everybody.
Right.
You didn't think this through, did you?
It's it's just like I mean, overall, I mean, you're there to watch, a whole slew of aliens get slaughtered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I love the alien design. I felt, here's what this movie did right. This movie definitely did the aliens right.
Yeah.
They didn't they didn't look like one giant, 100-pound guy in a suit.
Yeah, they definitely refined the design of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to put the cart before the horse, but the Alien Queen was a fantastic addition.
Oh, that's
brilliant.
Amazing design.
I mean, that whole scene, just them walking into that field of eggs and looking up, and the camera slowly pans up, and boom.
Well, yeah, you see the ovipositor first, you see that, and then you see that she is much bigger than all, like the queen bee. The whole thing is a matriarchy, which feeds into everything that follows after that in terms of the fact that the queen laid a specific queen egg specifically for Ripley. So come 3, she is impregnated with the queen.
Right.
That was really interesting. That you could kind of see too when you're being introduced to the xenomorphs after you're introduced to the queen. They do look more like drones. They're smaller.
Yeah.
In terms of overall ferocity, they're a little meeker.
And I really freaking love the fact that when Ripley actually shows off the flamethrower and then holds it to the egg, and then the queen just looks at the drones and they all just back off.
Yep.
It's you can tell there is intelligence there, at least from the queen.
Right. Well, the queen can also operate elevators.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Buttons.
Yeah, I mean, it made better use. I mean, I feel like the movie made better use of kind of the ways that aliens kill.
Yeah.
The tail was interesting because we get to see more of it than we did in Alien. We do know that Lambert was killed by being impaled by the original Alien's tail. The double jaw, that really made more of an impression this time. I think it looked better than in Alien, where the only time we really saw it was when it was asleep.
It did use the double jaw to kill Oh,
It used it on oh god,
Harry
what
Dean
pronounce it?
Stanton's
You have the
character.
Kodos character.
Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah, yeah, but it was using it more as a punching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So
another thing I love about the Queen's design is the fact that like when she used it, her like entire jaw kind of like moved out of that the shell that she has
yeah,
and just actually like dislocated, and then you get the double jaw.
right. Which was, again, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
The whole thing that it doesn't kill, it incapacitates you so it can lay its eggs.
right.
That which is interesting, and you'd only know about that. They never included it in there's a deleted scene
Yeah,
in the original Alien with Dallas.
yeah. But even that one, I think like it wasn't it showing like Harry Dean Stanton's character like becoming an egg or something
I
like that.
don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the director's cut.
Yeah.
Um, just like with this one, it's been forever. I had it in the quadrilogy, and then I loaned it out, and I never got it back.
No, I can let you borrow mine.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't need it.
Okay.
I did go to look though to see if the Alien quadrilogy was available through digital, and it's not.
Oh, just the individuals.
Just the individuals, yeah. So you can get the special editions, but they ain't cheap.
No.
No, so go figure. Spend an extra $10 to get Superman. But yeah, this is an interesting movie because I feel like this is a very well made movie. That is just, it's more fun to look at than it is to listen to people bicker and argue. The I don't know, man. Vasquez was kind of like one of those standout characters when I first saw the movie back in '86.
I still like Vasquez a lot. I think out of all the Marines, disregarding Hicks because you absolutely have to because Hicks is awesome. I think Vasquez is my second favorite.
Okay. Yeah, played by Jeanette Goldstein.
Yeah, not Hispanic in any way, shape, or form.
Not anyway. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then she would go on to play the foster mother in T2.
Yes. Who did not meet a well end.
No. Your parents are dead. Someone's lighting off fireworks. Fantastic. It's definitely the end of the summer.
Yay.
Talk to me. What are some of your thoughts about what? Let me ask you. Why does this for you rank higher than Alien?
I think primarily because I'm not a big horror guy.
Okay.
So the fact that this one kind of downplays the horror in favor of more sci-fi action.
Yeah.
So that kind of suits my taste a little bit more. I mean, I do think Alien is a better made movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, and Kurt brings up another good point. Lance Henriksen.
Oh man, how are we forgetting about Lance Henriksen?
Lance Henriksen's Bishop is so good.
Yeah, no, he is. I really enjoyed him in it.
And I do love the fact that you like he plays it straight, but there's enough of a kind of a question mark about his performance up for like the first half of the movie,
right?
That you're not 100% sure. You're kind of along with Ripley,
right?
And so when he does actually show up at the end, and then he gets ripped in half, like, oh yeah, no, I actually was liking him now.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, head is very itchy right now. Yeah, no, I liked him too, especially because the explanation that the other models were buggy.
Yeah.
What do you say, twitchy?
Yeah. The And doesn't he call them like Cyberdyne system models or
I
something like
think
that?
so.
Because those Cyberdyne models are never kind of all the way good.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
also
He was really good. I mean,
that's
Michael
another
Biehn is
reason why I
Michael
don't
Biehn.
like. That's another reason why I don't like Alien 3 all that much.
Oh, because well, the synthetics are always going to get.
No, what they did with Lance Henriksen when his character
Oh,
shows up at the end. It's like,
oh, it was,
oh no, you're a dick now. I
well,
like you,
no,
and now you're a
he
dick.
was, yeah,
Yeah,
but no, because well, my guess was that they said that Bishop was built off of him.
yeah. But
So, but yeah, I mean, it's tough, because this is just one of those movies that is a good movie. It is a very good movie.
I would say it's a more fun movie than Alien, but
Yes,
Alien is a better made movie.
Alien is a better made movie. I think that they ramp up the tension.
Yes.
Better. Also because you're kind of doing more with less. The Jerry Goldsmith score in Alien is not as like throbbing as the James Horner score for Aliens.
But I do love me some James Horner, especially
It's
early
a good
James
score.
Horner.
This is a very good score.
This one is definitely kind of a takeoff of almost Wrath of Khan.
Yeah,
where it's very militaristic.
But yeah, I'm like trying to think of anything else I can say about this movie. I mean, it definitely moves at a good pace.
Kurt.
Alien is a much better written movie than Alien. Oh yeah, absolutely, and I'd make that point. Which is interesting because Alien was kind of done on the fly.
Yeah.
I mean, we could spend a while talking about the behind the scenes of Aliens and how much James Cameron hated the British film unions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't really have good interactions with them.
No, and they didn't have good interactions with him.
No.
And
it's
kind of I hate to say that it's part of the legacy for film nerds is that he was dreadful.
Yeah.
To his crew. It wouldn't be until The Abyss where he was dreadful to his cast. But
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. A lot of the stories you hear about James Cameron, he knows how to make fantastic visual effects, but he's not really a people person. Just ask any of his ex-wives.
Yeah. Well, like I've said before, I feel like, it would be interesting to see what would happen if somebody else wrote his dialogue for him.
Yeah. But
and
of course he doesn't want to let that.
Right. How it would turn out. Because, I joked, we could also say, what they wrote his movies for him, but somebody already did. He just kind of like switched some stuff around.
He's not called Joe, he's called Frank. Completely original movie.
Yeah. Why you keep calling them Gundams? Stop calling them Gundams.
The giant robots.
Fight. Yeah. No, it's...
and I would. He's been in a lot of things, and I like him a lot. But I do think that this might be the best thing I've seen Michael Biehn in. I think I like him more as Hicks than I did even as what was his name from Terminator?
Reese.
Yes, I prefer Hicks. I actually like Hicks more than I like Reese. He had more to do with Reese, but I like Hicks more.
That makes sense. I agree. Because he's definitely... The weird thing is, he doesn't do much of anything.
No,
he really doesn't.
Apparently, he was also like a last-minute cast substitution. Like I guess
Was he?
I think they'd cast someone else as Hicks,
Hicks?
but I think that whoever they cast couldn't come to England because of tax reasons.
That makes sense.
And so we called Michael Biehn up. It's like, can you get on the plane right now? And so like that's another reason why like they say like Hicks was kind of a newcomer to the outfit, because Michael Biehn was a newcomer to the set.
Right. It's yeah. That's it. I mean that is very interesting to know that.
Yeah.
I'm losing my train of thought here. I'm also just my Roku kind of like froze up on me, so trying to get back into everything.
You just came back from a cruise.
Yeah, I know. Life is just a bucket of cherries here. Yeah, I mean it's and Bill Paxton. I mean it's very refreshing to get Bill. These very obvious Bill Paxton roles, especially in these movies. I think, I'd known he was Chet in Weird Science, but I kind of forgot about that.
It's kind of weird. Like, if you imagine that like Chet was like sent to the future and like became a Marine. I think he would become.
He'd become Hudson.
Hudson, thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Because he was that guy that like has a very brave face, but at heart he's really a coward.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear that. But he was also kind of like, it was weird. It was interesting because they do make that thing. I say Chet Hunting Xenomorphs was dope. Well, it's interesting when what's her name turned Chet into like that blob. He kind of looks like one of the Xenomorph eggs.
He does, yeah. Good call.
Yeah, kind of does. He's got that weird scaly stuff on him.
A giant turd.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but I think that's really all I got to say about Aliens. It is a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It is a very good movie. I know I'm kind of sounding like I'm complaining a lot about it. I mean, we really didn't even talk about Sigourney Weaver, which we absolutely should. First Oscar nomination was for this movie.
I did not realize that.
She was nominated for Best Actress for this movie. She had no chance of winning.
No. It's a sci-fi action thriller. The Academy is nominee is even on like the outer limits of what they might give them.
It was it was definitely the honors and the nomination itself.
Yeah.
She is very good. She is captivating in this movie. And that is one thing I know Cameron prides himself on. I'll give him credit for this. He does a reasonably good job writing for female protagonists.
Yeah. But he doesn't want them too pretty.
Right. And
Sigourney Weaver is gorgeous, so I don't know.
Sigourney Weaver transcends.
Yeah.
Like the dialogue that is given to her, because she's got a lot of really terrible dialogue, but she's also like, you can feel the pain, you can feel that trauma.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of tell when the switch has to flick, because now she's in mommy mode.
Yeah. And I mean her relationship with Newt, I thought, even without knowing about the daughter backstory that was director's cut on me, I thought their relationship was fantastic. The mother hen version that she becomes, and like she'd let like all those Marines were they're still alive. Yeah, well they won't be soon. Newt gets taken. Okay, I'm going in for Newt.
Yeah.
Hell, Marines, I'm getting Newt.
Yeah, exactly. But again, that was the established thing, that they are not, the aliens aren't there to kill them. They're there for breeding.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anywho, that is Aliens. Thank you, Kurt, for joining us on our little journey here. And we want to know, what is your where does Aliens rank in your list of all the Alien movies? You know, if you want to include the AVP movies, you can. I wouldn't, but you can. You know, leave a polite comment below. Also, let us know what you think if you've been watching Alien Earth. And which one of the movies you feel it is closest to in terms of vibes.
All right.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long form series, so it's not like, you know, it's not going to have like that one aspect.
Right.
But I'd recommend watching. It's good. So yeah, leave a polite comment below. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe. You know the deal, folks. This is YouTube. We're just being nice about it. If you like what we do here, you can follow us on our socials. We are Geek Salad Podcast on Facebook and at Geek Salad Radio on Blue Sky. And also, Mike and I host a little podcast called Geek Salad. You can check that out wherever you get your podcasts. Our latest episode, which came out a couple weeks ago, was our discussion about our favorite movie summers. So if you haven't checked that out, go to your pod chaser. Check that out. You can even get that full audio here. You can get either, if you want the raw cut or the pro cut, they're both here as well.
Yes.
So anyway, I think that does it for now. So until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
Go forth and be nerdful. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.